You're fresh and clean, so reliable. Onkuga bikono baby. Tembo maika kufilinga, akulavinga. Baby palale, olima tundogen kuba.
Warm welcome, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you're catching us live, we welcome to yet another episode of Gifted. Today's prestigious episode, missing is prohibited because I'm having the queens and they are gifted. MC Chia is my name, as always, the tender from 6 to 7 to Berawo. Skills and talents is what we tackle. And of course today I want to appreciate my camera personnel always. Msaja Sasa Longo Chigozi is always there. Chie kolaboti. And of course producer Gats, thank you very much. Bana emwe wale kulabi kanti mwagala gifted. Yonaje musinzi do kulabi kanti muli lovely live. Today I'm having the queens of tourism. And of course, don't get twisted, just in case it's your first time to be part of the show. Sit back, tighten up that sitting belts. Let's get the show started. MC Chi is my name.
To sing a Romeo and Juliet. Mukwano love your tongue. Baby palale, olima tondo gen kuba mukasana. Palale, otuyengo tokuma cha kunyanja.
Hello beautiful people, I'm really happy to be part of the Gifted show. I'm really gifted, I believe that. My name is Nabulia Sydney Kavuma, the current Miss Tourism Buganda and the current Miss Tourism Uganda at large. I'm really happy to be here, to be sharing with you, and I want to share with you my journey through Miss Tourism Uganda. I come from Buganda Kingdom and it's what I had to represent, so we had to go for the contest. It had to first base on the counties amasaza. Mu Buganda tulina amasaza 18 era buli saza lyaleeta Banalulungi muzina empaka. So I represented Chadondo and the contest was fair. It was a bit tough, but I managed to get through and I became Miss Tourism Chadondo. That is one part of being gifted. So the next step, we went to Miss Tourism Buganda. We went for regionals, whereby different regions had to bring representatives. Buganda, Ankole, Karamoja. So I represented Buganda, and again being gifted, I came in through as Miss Tourism Buganda Kingdom together with two of my other queens. So we had to go to Miss Tourism Uganda. We went for national boot camp. It took around 3 weeks. It was a bit tough but fun because every morning we would go to the beach, we have workouts, we would have music workouts, and obviously that was really fun. We would visit places, we visited game parks, a lot was really going on, and this boosted my confidence, it boosted my self-esteem, and it actually taught me to love God more, because I believe God was a definite way for me to this crown. And yes, we had all that. We had talent night, we revealed our talents. Me, I do poetry, I'm a good poet. So I had to recite a poem about my lovely country, Uganda. And God willing and God's love and favor, I came out as Miss Tourism Uganda 2022. And I'm really glad to serve my country. I'm really glad to give back to my country. Hope we can connect, we can share ideas, continue being on the Gifted show. We love you so much, as we, the tourism industry.
Bamasaba Mulembe. Hello beautiful people of Uganda. My name is Miama Faith, first runner-up Miss Tourism Eastern Region and Miss Tourism Uganda Heritage. Yeah, talking about my journey, I started from the regionals. I went to Mbale for my regional competitions. And yes, I came out as the first runner-up because of my gift and talent. That's why I'm here. Determined to get a boot camp of the nationals, Miss Tourism Uganda. And yes, boot camp yali yamanyi yo. Abana bayine bitone. Abana bayine bitone bo. Naera okukkiriza kwe nali nina munze. The belief I had in myself, and also the way I was passionate about this thing. Yensonga lwaki ndi wano. Era nebaza Mukama, I managed to become the Miss Tourism Uganda Heritage, and I'm so glad to be invited on this show. Thank you.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Gifted show. My name is Alan Genevieve Namakula, second runner-up Miss Tourism Buganda Kingdom, and I'm really delighted to take you through my journey of being a tourism ambassador. Well, this journey started back in my hometown in Bugere,
because Buganda has 18 counties, and to qualify to compete for Miss Tourism Buganda Kingdom, you had to qualify to be Miss Tourism for whatever county you came from. So mba musazalie Bugedde, abe Kayunga, Bale, that side. So I went to the county headquarters, nenesimbawo era nenvayo nga nze Miss Tourism Bugedde, nga nze Queen. Me and two of my friends had to represent Bugedde ku Miss Tourism Buganda Kingdom. Era ne tujja, the competition was tough. Abaana bali bangi, bannabuddu, bannakyagwe, bonna balimu mu competition, and competition ne zibeerawo eza Miss Tourism Buganda Kingdom, and I emerged the second runner-up Miss Tourism Buganda Kingdom, and that made me qualify to go and represent my kingdom at the national level of Miss Tourism Uganda, which I did. I went alongside with my queens, and we went to the national boot camp. It was 3 weeks. It was tough. It was nice. It was beautiful, and it was a roller coaster. And the crowning was on 23rd September, and we had a variety of exhibitions, creative wear, talent wear. I personally am a passionate poet, and I was delighted to showcase my poetry and help sensitize wildlife conservation through poetry. And yeah, and on the crowning night, I emerged as a finalist. I was among the top 12, and that was a very, very, very beautiful gift. And I am very glad that for the platform I have. And I want to urge every young girl that is out there, if you have low self-esteem, you don't have confidence, this is the beautiful place to nurture your confidence, to nurture your esteem, to find your purpose. Because trust me, each and every one of us has a role in society. It can be something else. It couldn't be tourism, but when you come in a platform like this, you find yourself wezuula n'olaba ekintu ky'oyinza okugattako ku society. So I urge everyone that is there, abawala mwenna abato mujje n'abalenzi mujje kuba waliyo Mr. Tourism. Noonyereza olabe engeri gy'oyinza okujoininga. I am very thankful and I'm glad to be part of the gifted team.
Mata Uganda. My name is Moru Consolata, first runner-up Miss Tourism Uganda. My journey of joining this pageant started in my region, Karamoja. At first, I really wasn't having the mood of going there, but the trust my mom had for me and the urge that I wanted to make my mom proud forced me to join the pageant. So we went on for regionals. We toured around Karamoja. Regionals good enough, I became the first runner, and this motivated me to come up for nationals. I'd not known much about other regions, but when I came for nationals, everyone was telling me about their region, everyone was telling me the good thing, and I really got interest. I learned a lot. The boot camp was a little bit tough because everyone is good, everyone is really perfect. So you're like, oh my God, will I really make it? But just because of being persistent, I had to fight hard to reach where I am. On the grand finale, which we had on 23rd, I was really scared on that day, as in coming up to the top 12. I was the last to be called. I couldn't believe it. It really made me cry. I cried because I was very happy. So I emerged in top 12, fighting hard. I came up to top 5 with questions, a lot of being so nervous. I really fought hard till I came to top 3. It was like a big success to me. I really can't believe I'm still here, but all that I can tell you people, fight hard. Let nothing be a hindrance to your success. If you really want something, fight hard.
Wow, what a beautiful Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. Feel welcome to yet another episode of Gifted. Today's episode, as I told you, it is a prestigious show. I can't wait to share with the queens. How are you doing, dear?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm also doing fine. First of all, congratulations, and please, can you share more with someone watching you again?
Thank you. Really what I can share with you is that be persistent, love what you do, and always fight hard. Nothing should hinder your journey.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, hello.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good, thank you.
Understand Miss Inheritage
Of course.
of Uganda.
Yeah.
So, beginning for starters, I want to know, how has been the journey, by the way, first of all, from home, beginning the journey?
Actually, the journey was horrible, if I may say. It was tough, but then, God willing, I'm here. Yeah.
So basically with tourism, most of people outside there think maybe buli omu alowooza asobola okikola. Tell us, what are the necessities for someone to be a part of the pageant?
Oh, it doesn't require much, but then be confident. Have that belief that you can make it to the top. You have to be a fighter. You remember, women are fighters, so you have to become a fighter in all ways.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to know, for your role, what are some of the things that you feel like you're going to start with?
The thing I want to start with is becoming what girl child voice. You get that? I have to stand out and talk about the girl child in Uganda. But then also I'm ready to promote culture. You know, those people out in outside countries, they don't know the culture of Uganda. But then working with my queens, we are going to promote culture because that's my duty. Yeah.
Being a queen from Mbale, I understand Mbale is comprised of very many economic activities. Recently, we had a coffee bill, and I believe those are one of the things that make up Mbale. What do you think about this when we get to the economic activity from Mbale?
Mbale, yeah, coffee is from Mbale, of course. In the whole Uganda, we have the fertile soil, you get. But then the fight between the government and the people of Uganda about coffee, it's kind of tough. I can't explain that because I'm not in the government. Yeah. But then I'm looking forward to know the reason why the government is fighting over that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I can't wait to share from the queen from Karamoja region. First of all, Ejoka once again.
Ejoka. I hope you learned that.
Yeah, for that, I'm going sure I can't. Even if you wake me up in the morning, I can. So let's talk about where you come from, you head from. I know Karamoja region is one of the regions that are most faced with challenges. We had cattle wrestling. We've encountered lots of problems. So as a queen, what do you think you are going to kickstart with?
It's the cause is idleness. They're idle, they lack what to do. Okay. So I believe if you engage the youth into economic activities where they'll gain money from, it will keep them busy. Okay. and they'll leave this issue of cattle wrestling. And also to advocate for peace. Okay. There is no one who can talk to your family apart from yourself. So if I really try my best to talk to my people, I think they will hear from their own first before they hear from someone else. So I think that would be the best idea. Talk to them and advocate for peace.
Okay.
Yeah.
With Karamoja, what are some of the features that you think people don't know about Karamoja? Speaking, because people think Karamoja maybe it's a desert. No,
it's not a desert. Karamoja is a very beautiful place.
Yeah.
We have the true African wilderness. That's Kidepo Game Park. Okay. It's very beautiful. Then we have the largest village in East Africa. It's called Nakapel Moru. Okay. And not only that, also our culture and the people, they're really hospitable and loving. So most people fear them. They're really nice people. They're very welcoming and good. And then one thing people don't know about Karamoja is like we have milk that lasts for a year in Karamoja.
Milk that lasts for a year?
People don't know about it.
It comes from which animal?
It's from the cow. Yeah, it's from the cow. Okay. But we have special preservatives for them. Okay. And the milk is only, you know, Karamoja, we are pastoralists. Yeah. So the milk is always taken when the animals are away from home. Okay. Yeah, so we have a special preservative that we use it for preserving. Okay. Then when the animals are not around, instead of staying with hunger, that's the milk we take till the animals come back. Yeah.
Let's talk about the education of Karamoja. As far as education is concerned, what do you think is still lacking in the Karamoja region? Because I still believe the streets of Kampala are so filled with kids from Karamoja, and everyone has a perception that kids on the streets come from Karamoja.
Not all kids from the street come from Karamoja. So the government and the Karamoja leaders have tried really hard to fight it. They're trying so hard not to bring them here, but there are people who use them. Like, they really think every time Karamojans should be on the street. But believe me, we're trying so hard to remove them from the street. And God willing, I pray so hard that we manage it. Yeah. And also, you talked about the education. Some years back, people in Karamoja had not embraced education. But right now, guys are going to school. Yeah, people are really going to school. Like me, I'm from Karamoja, but people can't. Like, I'm also in school. So most people are really embracing school, and I'm happy for that. Okay. Yeah.
So, talking about still Karamoja, I want to know what of some of the things that you think right now Karamoja, Kajong people are more engaged in. economically?
Economically, Kejongs right now are engaged in business of cattle. They sell cattle.
Okay.
And also they are engaged in so much into the cultural activities, like making cultural attires, making beads. I think that's mostly what they're engaged in. Yeah.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, today on the Gifted Show, we are so honored to be with the Queens of Uganda. Who else doesn't want to sit near the Queens? I mean, okay, getting back to the Miss Heritage of Uganda, let's talk about when it comes to tourism fraternity. What do you think people misconcept about tourism, for most especially when it comes to domestic tourism? Abantu bamanyi ogenda okulambula chabeyi. People perceive like tourism is for only white people. Share more about this.
Katolaba Uganda abantu balowooza obulambuzi it's all about wildlife. Naye kati ffe regime yaffe yazze okubalaga muno obulambuzi tebuli ku wildlife. Ebisolo tugenda biteeka emabbali lwadde era mu ebiri kubanga Uganda we are blessed. Naye kati ssaawa zino ffe tugenda lwanyisa culture. Twagala Uganda ejjeyo obuki culture yaffe. Twagala tugijjeyo kuva wansi gyeri. Ekyo kye tugenda olwanisa guno omwaka. Ate ne tourism si y'abazungu. Just simanyi kiki tulimu bannayuganda okitegeera si kyabazungu kubanga kati bino ebintu byaffe ffe abalina okukola kyo bipromotinga kati wendaba omunnayuganda ng'akwata ssente ng'aziteeka mu bintu byagenda Dubai what and what kinnumamu nze nga tourism ambassador yet in Uganda we have very many tourism sites you get kati wenkugamba muno njagala genda ku Queen Elizabeth eli blessed. Actually, it's one of my best national parks in Uganda, if I may say. Naye ate still waliyo zi sites endala. Kati kiba kinnuma nnyo Munnayuganda ofulumya ssente. Yet we need it here.
Let's talk about Mbale. We know Mbale being a Gishu. So you have your prestigious culture. Yeah? Omuntu wawulira Mbale abamanye Mbalu. If it's food, amalewa. Let's talk about the beautiful apple coming from Mbale. Abantu balina kutegeera ki ekiva Mbale.
Engeri gye nakugambye from the start, Mbale we are blessed with fertile soil. Era ffe twerimira amatooke, twerimira amalewa. Wadde bagamba amatooke gava mu Buganda, yes. Naye yes, Mbale tulina amatooke. Era kuba amatooke tugalya neki n'amalewa. Yes, era ffe abeerimira tetugula mu regions endala. Mountain Elgon yona yekituusaako ekyo.
Amalewa gajjira bbanga ki? When you are to cook malewa, tell me what is the duration?
Amalewa ago gatwala obudde, sisobola kulimba. But then ng'oyagala okulya amalewa agayidde obulungi, you can take like 2 hours in case ng'olina omuliro ogumala ng'ofumbidde ku nku. Naye ganene amanda gakutwalirako like 3 hours, I guess.
Today we are experiencing a climate change, yet we are even sharing a little percentage when it comes to the future generation. Lastly, the question goes to you all, the Queens. I want to know what can be done to see that we have our climate secured for the future.
I think what can be done is let's advocate and plant more trees. Not trees bring us rain, trees make our environment beautiful. And also, let's not cut down the trees. Once you cut, please replace immediately. Yeah.
Thank you very much. And the Queen, of course, Miss Heritage.
As in about my project, it was about planting trees. And yes, I advise Ugandan people to plant trees. You know, these trees also improve on our ecosystem. These same ecosystems help with wildlife and also our settlements. Yeah, so I encourage people out there to plant trees. Cutting down trees is not good. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have been with the Mrs. of Tourism, and we can't wait to share more. We still have a set of more. We are going to be sharing more about our tourism industry. By the way, lastly, I want to know, if given powers, in your position, given powers, maybe political powers, what do you think you can change on our economy right now?
On our economy, what I think I can change is the mindset of people.
Okay.
Yeah. The first thing is everything begins with what people think.
Okay.
Most people think economy is all about money. People should get okay, it's about money, yes, but also there is social capital.
Okay.
Friends.
Okay.
That's the best economy you can have.
Okay.
The more you are connected with friends, getting money will be easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Social capital. Okay, the Queen herself.
About the economy of Uganda, yes, I encourage people to bring more sources in Uganda.
Okay.
At first, I told you there is no need to go outside country that I'm going to tour around the world.
Yeah.
Let's bring money in Uganda.
Okay.
Our economy will grow fast like that.
Okay.
Yeah, Uganda will change.
Thank you very much. I wish you all the best. Hope to see you to the next budget. I don't know when you will be clusters.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are still having another set of the queens, and don't get twisted, this is Gifted. This show is so amplified and a prestigious show.
Okutambula kulaba okudda kunyumya nenyumiririza mu Uganda kulaba kyerupe gye batuuma Pearl of Africa. Totuulako kalira mwana we katambula lambula wakiri omuzibu onoomunyumiza. Ki Uganda kinyuma mwana okwaba obwe kuno kwe kuli ebisesa ebijuma n'ebyewuunyisa ensolo ng'enkula amazzi ageefuulira mu bwengula enkima woogimma eryenvu ekutaagula. Lengere eggulu mu bbanga ebire bitukula ku lubalama lw'ennyanja akasana keememula. Abavubi ku mazzi kalooli mu bbanga zibatunuulira. Tambula nange nambuza omuziro gwe weddira nze ndi wangaba ensamba akabbiro gyerengesa. Ebulange Mengo fa bayunga Ssaabasajja ng'amenyese ab'omutima baba bamange n'abakojjange. Ayi Ssaabasajja Kabaka gunsinze nsensebuse for God and my country. Twewale obuchayi n'okoyiwa omusaayi eno Uganda nyaffe.
Yes, lovely life, ladies and gentlemen. This is Gifted. Today's edition is a so prestigious show because we are having the queens that are very, very gifted. Besides me, I'm in between of the misses from Buganda region, I should say. Congratulations, first of all.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Congratulations.
Thank you, dear.
Yeah, let's start away, and I want to know, like, by the way, as a miss right now, I know lots of things that are on your agenda. Can't you execute? Where are you beginning from?
I'm beginning from my kingdom, Buganda.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe everything starts from the roots. Yeah, when a tree is growing, it will start from roots and then the branches up. So I believe I want to first promote culture in my kingdom, Buganda, then I advance to Uganda at large.
Okay.
Yeah.
As far as Miss Tourism is concerned, I know people expect you to do lots of things. And when you look at our economy and our society, people misconcept tourism. How are you going to do to see that you overcome problems, this misconception of people? Obulambuzi Bogedde. Yes.
Some people believe that tourism is all about wildlife, game parks, all those big places, going to expensive places, but tourism starts from where you are, okay? If you stay in Mengo, the first simplest place you'll tour is Lubiri. The palace, it's very, very affordable. My little sister can afford it, like it's very, very affordable. So if you start by touring the small places in your area, then you get the urge to tour more and bigger places, and trust me, the costs won't affect you because you already have this love of adventure, exploring, touring. So start from the tourist attractions that are really next to you. Yeah.
All right, let me share with the Queen herself from Buganda still. I want to know, bintu ki byogamba nti kakati Buganda bye bino bye lacking as far as awareness is concerned when it comes to tourism?
Well, ebintu Buganda kyenina okugamba nti talina kyerakinga. Buganda is rich in everything. Bw'ogamba nti oyagala ecotourism etwala ebisolo n'ebimera, Buganda ebiina. Bw'ogamba nti oyagala culture tourism, Buganda ebiina. Bw'ogamba nti oyagala historical tourism, Buganda talina kyerakinga. Ekirakinga kwe kugenda mu bantu tubayigirize nti ebifo bino ebyobulambuzi gyebiri ate si bya bbeeyi nga we musuubira. Abantu abamu bagenda otunuulira emiwendo gy'ebyobulambuzi kubanga mu Uganda ebyobulambuzi engeri gye babitunza abantu abatali bannayuganda si ate engeri gye babitunza abannayuganda. So omunnayuganda omuntu yenna ali wansi eyo alina okumanya nti ebyobulambuzi ebiri mu Uganda byabwe era tebagenda bituukako ku ssente nnyingi. So twetaaga kugenda tubunyise enjiri tugambe abantu nti ebifo bino si bya bbeeyi nga bwe mulowooza, era nga gwe mulimu gwa Banalulungi ab'ebyobulambuzi mu Buganda. Y'ensonga lwaki ntudde wano okukunga abantu bonna. Bw'oba nga oli eyo n'essaza lyennyini kw'otandikira, oli Munabugerere, oli wa Buddu, oli w'e Kabula, oli w'e Butambala, yonna gy'oli wonna w'olina otandikira okulambula, kubanga muli ssaza lya Buganda mulimu ekyobulambuzi ekigenda okuyamba okumanya ennyo obwakabaka bwa Buganda.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, on the Gifted show today, you can hear the stories are getting deeper and deeper. So I want to know, as far as the girl child is concerned, Olunako Lwalero, we are encountering a challenge. Abala abanyasisha, girls are partying out. Simanyi, what do you think can be the advice, most especially to Banabawala, the slayers? They call them the slayers, but even I doubt whether they know the meaning of a slayer.
A slayer is a person who is average but assumes to be high class.
Okay.
You're there, oyina akazigo gy'obeera, naye w'ovaayo oyambala engatto ya lebo. Olaga obulamu obukyamu, false life, you be pretending to have a good life. Naye kyengezaako bagamba buli baana abawala abali eyo, obulamu buneno tubwagala nnyo. Yes, it's good to have fun, but limit yourself, okay? Right now you're hearing the number of deaths happening are of girl children, and bano ba campus abaslayer basinga ofa accidents zino ze muwulira bavudde mu mabaala, tumbi budde bagenda okutuuka ku maguudo bavuga nga bwe baagala bafa. You see all these things, bakwata video nga bali mu kunywa shisha, video etambula batuuka mu bazadde baabwe babakuba bukubi. So it's bringing out a bad image for a girl child. Nawe nga gye muli abantu, teri muntu agenda kuwa mulimu gwa buvunaanyizibwa nga bakulaba oli kaseke ka shisha ofuuwa, okitegeera. So do all these things but limit yourself. Waliwo ebintu bye mutalina kukola bawala bannange. Mulina okumanya there is a lot you're holding within. There are talents you're sitting on, there are projects you're thinking on. Now like me, I didn't know that I would be here. I would be Miss Tourism Uganda. I did not know. But because I put out my spirit, I expressed what I can. I tried going for things I've never tried before. And yes, my talents have led me here. My projects are really good. They're going to work for the tourism industry. So all these things, as me a girl child, I'm portraying them out to the public and they're really useful to my country. So I tell girls there, that life should be given less attention because you will die early, honestly. Mugenda kufa.
Namakula, let's share about a girl child. What do you think of a girl child today?
Well, I think a girl child, I think people are just surviving, honestly. I feel like people have been traumatized ngabato, abantu bakulide mu mbeera etali nnungi. So when they grow up, baba bagala, like they feel like bagenda kuddayo. It's like nga wonaabeera omwavu n'ofuna kasente n'oyagala olye buli kimu ky'obadde tolyangako. So that is basically what these girls are doing. But I think the epitome of it is that slay with purpose. Okay. Slay with purpose. If you're still at uni, you go bang the books. When it's night time, slay with purpose. Okitegeera tewemala munyo, because honestly I'm not going to sit here and tell those girls that don't do this, because there's a reason why those things are there. I mean, people have spread the gospel, do not smoke, do not do this. So by the time someone picks up a cigarette to smoke, they know why they are doing it. All I can tell you that you're important and everyone was created with a purpose in life. Right now I'm a tourism ambassador. If I had spoiled my life, let me say a while back, I wouldn't be here trying to do this purpose. So njagala otule awo ng'oli ku poti ya shisha, ng'onywa omwenge, you're let out in clubs, you're like overspeeding with the bikers and stuff. Omanye nti olina ky'ofiiriza eggwanga. There's a stone that you're supposed to build ku ggwanga lyo. And when you do that, towefiiriza weka. Nga twakulaba tugamba tuli baana ba ggwanga. Olina ky'ofiiriza Uganda. So slay with purpose.
Okay. Talking about slaying with purpose, there are now very, very, very many Murife is running too much early pregnancy, and of course as queens, I know you still have maybe a platform to share, aware, of course, to let people know the do's and the don'ts. Kubanga amateka n'ebiragiro So let's talk about early pregnancy as a queen.
Early pregnancy. One thing you should know about early pregnancy is a lot of responsibilities. You're a girl child. First of all, your job is not. You might not even be having a job. You may be relying on the child's father. Think tata omwana ajja kumperera ajja muweerera fees ajja kola bino, and this economy right now, it's on a low. Sente tezirabika. So ogenda genda eyo ofuna olubuto. Manya nti ogenda kwefiiriza. Maybe you're still studying emisomo giba giweddewo. You're going to have responsibilities. Omwana olina omugulira pampa, amata, ebintu bingi mu madwaliro. A lot of things are going to be happening. Kigende kikosa obwongo ogambe nti sisobola nkitadde. Otandika obonaabona, ogenda okulaba nga ogudde eddalu, ofudde, ebintu ng'ebyo. Ate tetwagala abawala mubenga mufuna ebintu nga bineeno. Kati kye mbakubiriza, bambi mukole byonna gye muli masomero. Be active in your schools, have projects you're doing so that people can yearn for you. Ng'omuntu yakwagala siggwagoba abantu, okitegeera. Yeah.
Don't go where you're not invited, please. Lastly,
well, what I can talk about early pregnancy is, first and foremost, it is a decision that you make, or even sometimes you don't make, like they just come accidentally, but it's not just going to affect you. Omwana gw'ogenda ozala kigenda mu affecting agenda kula, because I'm assuming the percentage of the fathers don't even stay. It's above average of the percentage of fathers that stay. So that means ogenda kuza omwana wo nga tali mu family eri together. That's already traumatizing the child. Ekyokubiri, because by the time you start engaging in sexual activities, but like girls, we already born with pride. Tuzalibwa tuli ba muwendo. So don't sleep with someone who cannot afford rubbers. That is one. Like, please, talina byagenda kumatiza mukwano. Kubanga, let me tell you, it's not worth it.
okay.
Nze nkubuulira, it is not worth it. Simanyi bye bagamba byonoonyayo, but it's not worth it. Ogenda kufuna olubuto, ekisooka mama ogenda muleetera obuzibu, because like we know mothers are always there for us. Mama ogenda muteekako akazi famire yo, ogenda kuswala mukwano biswaza. Banno ogenda bala nga babatikkira nga gwe tebannabakutikkira. Kugamba, there are a lot of side effects. Nawe wenyini togenda koma ku traumatizinga omwana wo, nena ogenda kwe traumatizinga. Ate we kiba kiganye mukwano. Like I've said, if you cannot, don't sleep with someone who can't afford rubbers. Don't sleep with someone who can't afford that pill. Okay. Like, these things have been like, they have tried, but woolly, there is a way you can avoid early pregnancies. Nature, because we've seen very many girls dying trying to abort, because now even aborting is expensive. Yeah. It's a little bit expensive, and it's not even against, it's really against all things that I believe in. Please don't try to abort.
Okay. Lastly, this question goes to you, because being the queens from the central region, our Kabaka is advocating for HIV, kicking out HIV, and of course I know as queens you have to influence as well that. Yes, talk about this, please.
All I can say is abstain from AIDS. Abstain from AIDS as far as possible. Okay? By abstaining from AIDS, you're not going to sleep randomly with people you're seeing around. You're not going to share. One
night stand.
Abstain from sex before marriage. Abstain from raw sex. Abstain from a lot of things. Keep yourself precious, because you are precious jewel in our country, the Pearl of Africa. At least you are a diamond. Okay. So be safe.
Well, my last thing about HIV is that, girl, use the rubbers. Like, the first thing obviously is abstain. Abstain as much as you can. And if you cannot abstain, use the rubbers. Do not sleep with anyone that you do not trust. And don't sleep with anyone who is going to put your life at risk. Okay, there's that pill that you take before. I think we just need to sensitize these people, because if you fail to really use the rubbers At least there is that vaccine that you take after sleeping with someone. You go and test people. Let's do these things, and they are cheap. The government has installed almost health centers everywhere. These things are cheap. Your life is precious, you people. Don't let anyone take it away from you. It is yours. Own it.
Okay.
Take all the necessary cautions. We are going to sensitize people to genda kubabulira, but at the end of the day, the responsibility is yours. Tetusobola kwagala kusinga gwe weyagala. So please be careful. Abstain. People abstain as much as you can.
Bana, abstain, guts abstain, Salongo abstain, everyone abstain. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have been with the misses from Buganda, Queen Sidin, and of course Namakula. So we have been having a gifted show. Like the queens, they are so gifted. And of course, lastly, this question I gave it to the last couple of misses I had, I think is so essential as well.
Yes.
We're experiencing a climate change, yeah? And when you look at our environment we are living in today, we are just sharing a little percentage to the future generation.
Yes.
What can be done to see that we pass on to the next generation without having such kind of environmental change?
Environmental change, I believe, is caused by deforestation in Uganda. Trees are being cut down, and trees are one of the processes that bring rainfall. Okay, so if trees are being cut down, you're destroying the environment. It will cause global warming, and we shall get these temperature changes. So I advocate for everybody to respect the tree near you, or if you can eat that mango, eat the mango, plant the seed. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, my take on climate change is the people that are cutting down these trees, it is evident tebakyafa ku butonde. Like tebakyabufaako. Kati ffe ababufaako, let's plant trees. If it's a battle, they cut down one tree, we plant 5 trees. We are going to win this battle.
Okay.
They cut down one tree, plant 5 trees. Buli omu gy'oli simba emiti. Newe guba muti gwa mapera, newe guba muti gwa ki, we can still save the climate.
Okay.
Because Uganda yaffe, baana baffe bagenda obonaabonera mu tuyinza n'olowooza nti baana baffe, but we have already started seeing the changes.
Yeah.
So that means naffe tuyinza ofiira mu kazannyo kaffe. People, please plant trees, musimbe emiti ne lakes and rivers. Tulekerawo to dump things in the lakes and rivers kuba nazo zituyamba in the rainfall formation. That is a lot of science, but plant trees. Plant trees, tusimbe emiti bannange. Yeah.
Lastly, even personally, I vote for environment improvement. So Nbadenja Nsaba, as Queen, can you share us your best jams that you had, your groove?
Me, I love inspiring myself a lot. I love motivating myself because I feel like not everyone is going to motivate you. Okay. So there is a cartoon I would love watching when I was little, and it had this song of I won't give up, no, I won't give in till I reach the end, and then I try again. You know that jam, yeah? That cartoon, I really love it. Okay. It's so inspirational.
I didn't know you can sing. Anyway, me, I'm a person who loves, I recharge my batteries using music. So I listen to a lot of soul music. Oba Moyo. So all Kenneth Mugabe's songs are my favorite song. But like always, his latest is my favorite. Okay. So my favorite right now is Cinderella by Kenneth Mugabe.
Cinderella.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Hope to see you next time. I don't know when. The way, let's share the social medias.
Yeah, so on Instagram, girls, men out there, my Instagram is Nabulia Sydney Kavuma. I think you've had this name because I've been going in newspapers, in TVs and every. Yeah, so you can follow me, Nabulia Sydney Kavuma 656. You'll find my beautiful picture there. Twitter the same, Nabulia Sydney Kavuma. Facebook, Nabulia Sydney Kavuma.
Hope there are no people who have from just now there. You may find your faces everywhere, okay?
On all my social medias, I'm Allen Genevieve Allen Genevieve on IG, Allen Genevieve on Twitter, Allen Genevieve on Facebook, Allen Genevieve on TikTok.
One of them we hope to do a collab with both of you.
Watch out! This is a poetry collab.
All not ready.
Uganda, you're not ready. Even me as well, you can follow me at all my favorite social medias at MC Chie. Okay? Catch you next Sunday. For now, mweraba.
Keep it BTM.